A wonderful clock. Look at the design. Right now we are in the Liberty, and yeah, there are some new things. For example, there's a restaurant. I didn't know they have a restaurant here, and because it's the season, they have the Christmas shop. We are in the Liberty, and it apparently on Sunday closes at 6. I like this chair. Looks like a harp. You know the harp, the musical instrument. And right now we are in the lift because 6 o'clock they closing, we need to leave, but I wanted to show you the lift. We are inside the elevator. Look at that.
Ground floor.
It's beautiful.
The whole building is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's amazing. I heard that so what the lady said, that the Liberty is made, the interior is made with 2 ships, real ships that used to be functioning and all, and there's another ship, the golden one is on the top, and you can see it from here. We are at the Regent Street, right in the middle of London, under the unlit Christmas decoration, and everything, all the shops, to our knowledge, to our experience, everything is closed at 6 o'clock. But look how busy it is. A sea of people. There's lots of hundreds, even thousands of people here, and the shops are closed. Christmas trees in the windows already. I like Christmas decoration. It's a bit strange, you know, that it's in October, but I like it. We are next to a toy shop. This is Lego. Look at that. Frozen, the castle. And this is Harry Potter. Maybe I go a little bit closer. This is a bus, but look at that, how many levels, 3 layers of the bus. Little bit too much. Takes time to get in there, and then you need to go down to get your bus stuff. Hagrid. And this one is very good. Look at that. This is a typewriter, a Lego typewriter. I don't know in English language and other languages, but in my language, in Hungarian, when you write down something, that's just an idea, but you can say that it turns into flower and it starts to grow and grow, so it's actually you can make it to reality. The lady was stepping out of a Christmas tree bowl, another Christmas decoration. So we are at the Barbie section, and I noticed that Barbie is flipping burgers. Look, standing outside in the heat making burgers for the boys. And then the others with me just told me that actually the barbecue place is on the other side. So the Barbie is front of it, not behind it. You see? She's queuing up. She's not cooking. She's not flipping burgers. She doesn't do the barbecue. She's queuing up for the food. It's London. Obviously, you need to prepare for everything, especially when it's autumn. First, that it could be rain any time, and the other one is the window of the Burberry shop. Look at that. I need to zoom in, I think. This is the Marc Jacobs shop, and look at that. They have clothes designed for dogs, and that is Marc Jacobs. It's so funny. We find a very nice place. Look at this. Perfect lighting. You can see the Christmas decorations already in full bloom. We are going to St. Bartholomew Hospital because there's a new area they opened up after long time of refurbishing, and that over there is the Old Bailey. There's a written text on the top. It says protect the children of the poor and punish the wrongdoers. So that's the entrance, St. Bartholomew. So we are right in the middle. There's a fontaine over there, so it's very easy to find it. You just go to the middle of it, and there's an east wing, west wing, and there is a board, this one, Bart's North Wing, and this is where you want to go. This chair, stairs, and push the door. We knew it's gonna be very busy, so that's why we came here. It's working day, but it's still very busy. So look at that magnificent stairs. It was originally built to welcome investors and people who were donating. Over there is the famous Smithfield Market, and now they're gonna put the Museum of London there. But it's a couple of years to come. It's fairly easy to find. Look, there's another board pointing the way to Hogarth's stairs. The weather is actually very cold today, 5 degrees, maybe 4. So it was nice to have a hot lunch. We went to Bow. Bow is very famous in London. First we had it in Borough Market, where we got our Bow buns through a window. And now we went to another Bow, trying the new menu. We are back to the main square by the fountain. There are lots of benches you can sit down, and let me tell you that it's absolutely worth it to walk over here to see this. The whole idea of the Hogarth stairs was, at the time, that people, the rich people, entered the building and to impress them, so they donate a lot of money. And yeah, I'm not rich, but I was impressed in 2025 because it's absolutely beautiful. Not just the paintings, the whole staircase and everything. And there were like 20-30 people going in and out, so people are very interested in this. And it's fantastic, very nice, free to visit. Look, a classic red booth. You know, I always try to keep this happy, optimistic and fun, but sometimes I need to talk about sad things as well. Milestones. And mostly the videos I make, it's about London, and some things has to be mentioned because these are milestones. These are very important in the story of the city. One of the last videos I mentioned Salsa, which is right in the middle, in the center of London, just off Oxford Street, Tottenham Court Road area. And that salsa was absolutely amazing. We even went there for a company Christmas party. Yes, we did, and it was absolutely amazing. The idea and the reason why it was so good, because obviously it was a bar with Latin music and Latin dance and Latin everything, but they had free teachers, free dancing classes right in the middle, and you could join them. You can join them, and they were even encouraging joining them. So if you went there because there was a company party, or you went with friends or whatever, somehow you ended up there and you never heard Latin music before, you never seen anyone dancing to Latin music before, you never danced in your life ever, there was a teacher there to show you the ropes, show you the moves, show you the rhythm, how you can enjoy the night, and obviously you can make friends as well. So it was absolutely amazing, because now the people who are 18, 19, 20, 22, I know that they don't drink alcohol, they don't go out, they don't dance, and next day they don't show up at work with hangover and with ringing ears that they cannot hear what the customer says or the client says. Yeah, I know that there's always like a good side and the bad side of it. But we used to go out like every single time. Sometimes, and when I say sometimes, like it happened quite often when I was young, that we went out 4 times a week. Obviously, it cost like 5% what it would cost right now in 2025. Yeah, that's true. It was much cheaper to go out, and the main reason is what they call the economy of scale, because everyone went out all the time. That's why it was cheaper. The moment people decided to not to go out, only few people going out, then it became more and more expensive, obviously. And then the people, they didn't order the drinks, the alcohol, they didn't order. So obviously they needed to introduce tickets to go in for these club nights. And from then it's just going downhill, obviously. So that's why I said, I even made videos showing Salsa, the club, the Latin club closed down, because it's like end of an era. It's oh my god, I was really sad to see this go. And today another milestone. There are obviously I don't know what's going on. Hopefully I'm not gonna get sick or something. There is another milestone. Obviously there are lots of restaurants, you know, Chinese, Indian, Spanish, and lots of other things, lots of restaurants. But there are some restaurants, especially in London, with an idea, with a very good business idea. And one of them was in North London. And that became very famous. It was very difficult to get a table there. You needed to book ahead, because it became social media famous. Because in many places, you know, the people who work there, they don't necessarily like to be in videos when you get your mobile phone and you video them. But here it was very much encouraged. They absolutely loved it, because most of the people who worked there, they were they were actors, actresses, and they absolutely love to perform, because that was the business idea in this restaurant. The performance, that they were rude, they were not nice at all. And when I heard it the first time, I said, oh my god, I love it. I love the idea. And I tell you why. Because I had many flatmates, many of them, who said that they don't go to bars and restaurants because they feel the anxiety, that they need to talk to people, they need to order, and there are like a crowd of people there they don't know, and then it's just the anxiety, and they don't like it at all, and they don't feel comfortable, and they rather stay at home. So they go to work and then stay at home, and they watch something, you know, on one of the streaming services, and that's it. They don't wanna, they wanna have fun, but not like this. So it's basically house parties and going here and there and all sort of stuff, going for holiday. But they would never go to bars and restaurants, because the anxiety, they don't like it. And here there was a business idea remedy this. You went there, even if you had the anxiety, if you didn't want to talk to anyone, oh my god, in this place, because the idea was that everyone is an actor and actress there, and they treat you very badly. They were very rude. They were it was amazing. It was amazing. The idea, the business idea was amazing. And today I saw this place closed down, shut. And I was very sad, because I absolutely love this places with a concept. So it's not just the menu that they decide that it's gonna be Chinese, Indian, or Spanish, or Hungarian, because I'm from Eastern Europe, I'm Hungarian, and basically that's it. Here they put a spin on it, and they really thought about, you know, obviously we're gonna give a good customer service, we're gonna give them a good experience, restaurant experience, but how can we make it unforgettable? And yeah, they come up with this idea, with actors, actresses performing there, and they being rude, and they being this and that, and then it was fantastic. It's the same thing like in salsa, that you go there and you feel the anxiety, you're like a bit shy and stuff, and there's a teacher there who would teach you how to do things. Not just properly, how to do things properly, but how to do things so you enjoy and you have a good experience. And these two places, seeing them close down, shut, For good. Oh my god, it's so sad. It's so sad, man. Okay, fantastic. I have so much things to talk about. So today, when I woke up, I realized that it's super hot. There was like 45 days or even more non-stop raining. And today, which meant obviously like we're talking about like 10 degrees or something like that in Celsius, so that's quite cold. And today morning was the very first day this year, 2026, when we opened all the doors, all the windows, and it was an absolutely lovely spring day, almost like summer. It was very, very enjoyable, especially the sun. I think this year we haven't even seen the sun yet, and it's almost like March. So it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful day. Yesterday we decided to go to nature, to go to the woods, go for a little bit of hiking, a little bit of bird watching, which is very trendy nowadays. There's a podcast with the iconic Sean Bean doing just that. But then it was raining yesterday as well. For like a little bit, a very little bit. It did not rain. So that was the time when we went to the place we wanted to go, but then we didn't give up. We were being reasonable. And today we woke up to this absolutely wonderful weather. So basically today should have been the day when we go for hiking and mountains and oh my god, see the birds. It was wonderful, but we were in the city. We had like family things to go on. I didn't have to really participate in it. I was basically carrying the bags. That's all. And after that, I was thinking to go to the cinema or something. But then we decided to go for a cake. And while we were walking to a place called Cafe Concerto, I was thinking about this movie. It's a TV series. We watched it on Netflix. It's called Unfamiliar, and I think it's a German series taking place in Berlin, and there are scenes from Belarus and all that, but mainly Berlin. And I was watching this and I realized that it's very well put together. I absolutely loved it. And it reminded me of the time when with my ex-colleagues, we went to see a movie called Atomic Blonde. And in there are several fight scenes that are super, super realistic. And we were talking about this, that people felt really, really bad. You could feel it so we were watching it at cinema, and there was let's say like 50 people in the cinema when we were watching it. It was a small room when we watched Atomic Blonde, and you could feel how people are stressing. They absolutely did not. Well, I wouldn't say they didn't like the fight scene, but it was so realistic, and probably they never really seen anything like this in the cinema, because it was like super violent and super realistic. And when I watched this Unfamiliar, I thought of the Atomic Blonde, but here they did it slightly differently. That was a great job. Absolutely love this Unfamiliar on Netflix. But anyway, I was thinking about this while we made our way to Cafe Concerto, and we sit down and we had our cake. And we did things slightly differently. So obviously when you go in there, you say how many people you want the table for, you sit down, in a waiter, they bring the menu. And we didn't order from the menu. What we did, when you go to this Cafe Concerto, which is on the high street, so it's glass everywhere, and they have a fridge display and glass also, and they have like hundreds or more than 100 cakes displayed there, and they are all fresh and appetizing and very colorful and absolutely beautiful with good portions as well. And so I went to the fridge and I pointed out which one I want, which one I like to have, and we got that, and we sit down and we were relaxing, enjoying our time. Cafe Concerto, you can Google it if you want to see the interior. It's absolutely lovely, very well designed, with lots of pictures from Italian life, all these stills, and it looks absolutely lovely. So we were there, and I ordered coffee as well. They have very strong coffee. I absolutely love it. And I was eating a strawberry, and I was so it's a family thing. So nobody likes the topping on the cakes. No matter what cakes, they don't like anything on the top, but they put there for design purposes, because it looks good, it looks more appetizing. But anyway, my family doesn't like it. So as I was sitting there and looking at the interior, looking at the windows, and looking at the people passing on the street, my family members, they were quickly removed all the design parts of their cakes from the top of the cakes, like all those fruits like strawberries and cherries and all that, and they put it on my plate because they know that I eat anything. And I was sitting there, and there was other guests coming in, and they sat down by the corner, which is a very, very good place to sit, because you have these glass walls, the windows you have on either side, so you can see two streets. It's great. And because we were sitting by the wall, and I saw that the guy stood up, and instead of ordering from the menu, he went to the fridge and pointed out which cake he wants from the more than 100 cake slices that were displayed there in the fridge under glass. And I was like, okay, these people must be from that part of the world we are coming from, because other people came as well. There was a young guy. He sat down at the table. He had a very nice suit. With it fitted him perfectly. So it was not bigger, not smaller. It was absolutely perfect. But he was always like standing up, going out, coming in, going out to the street, walking down the street, coming back like 15 times or even more. So I was wondering what's going on, and what happened is that actually he was waiting for someone, and an older person who was much older. So yeah, actually it was a very good host. So they were having a lovely conversation. These two men, the young and the old one, and then next to them the couple who must be from Eastern Europe like us. And there were a lady coming in like out of a movie of Devil Wears Prada, with the Chanel bag and everything. So if you come to London to visit for a weekend because you want to see people, like very fashionable people, definitely come to Oxford Circus, Regent Street, and Piccadilly Circus, and Hyde Park area, because you're gonna see this sort of ladies, with a Chanel handbag, ordering from the menu, not like us going up and down and pointing at the cakes in the fridge, under the glass. And it was absolutely fantastic. We were sitting there relaxing, and and every single person who was there was so different. There was an elderly guy with the white hair reading newspaper, printed out newspaper, and he was having a coffee and a croissant. It's like people from all sort of walk of life who, oh my god, absolutely love this. And we were in the middle of London, you know, in the city, and it was a great day, a spring day, very, very good weather. Yeah, that was great. Absolutely great day. I loved it. And it's not even March, the second month of 2026. And oh my god, I really need it today. I was so happy that actually I was off today. I thought I'm going to have other things to do, but actually I had time to relax today. So it was good. I just wanted to share it. It was great.